Hi guys, Thurman Hendricks back with tip number 3 in the series of how to improve your 60-yard dash. Next tip, I want to build on slightly what we covered in the last tip, which was to run straight. But before that, I want to make a mention of something that you need to understand. The 60-yard dash is not stealing second base. And that's kind of obvious, but most people try to run it the same way. They have the same baseball start in the 60 that they have when they run to second base. And in the book that I'm going to be hitting the market with in a little while, is going to really go over and in depth on a new steal start that I really ask you to use on a 60-yard dash. It could typical is to get 2 to 3/10 of a second on the first day when I teach this new start. But it'd be too much to cover in this video series. So the thing to understand again is going back that the 60-yard dash is not stealing second. And what that means is that you don't have to worry about getting picked off of first base. So if you don't have to worry about getting picked off first base, there's a couple rules that you can do to manipulate this test to, again, it's not cheating, it's just trying to understand the test better. And so the biggest thing to understand is that front foot. If you take a look at this picture, that front foot needs to be pulled back. It needs to be open and pulled back. So if you look at the toe is also open and it's turned towards the direction that you will be running. So 2 key points there. Notice the foot pulled back and the front toe is open. Why is that? Well, we don't want to have to make our turn once we start running. Remember, the scouts usually start their watch, usually off of the first movement. So if your first movement is turning and not covering ground, you're already losing time. Why do we want to pull the foot back? The reason we want to pull the foot back is so that that back foot doesn't have to go out and around instead of coming directly at the distance that we want to go. So, again, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. That back foot does not want to go out and around if we want it to be the shortest distance between 2 points. So, with tip number 3, pull the front foot back and open it up a little bit towards second base. And I actually recommend opening that foot up greatly, almost 90 degrees, because as you can see from those pictures, it almost looks as if I'm still in a baseball start, and a scout probably is not going to call you and have you change your start here. If they do, then big deal. You go back to a normal baseball start and they got you. But in theory, you don't have to worry about getting picked off. So let's open up and get that stance ready to go. All right, Thurman Hendricks signing off on tip number 3. I will see you guys in a couple days for tip number 4.